Greetings to all of you, my dear sisters and brothers and my dear friends, and you are all welcome to my new broadcasting of the Exalted Christ, a Lenten devotional. And we are already in day 17, the last day of February. Wow, it's going fast. So we are still in the words of woman, behold your son, behold your mother. And this is your Pastor Yeti. Our scripture reading for today is from Ruth chapter 2 verse 8. Then Boaz said to Ruth, listen carefully, my daughter. Do not go to glean, with a G, glean, in another field, and furthermore, do not go on from this one, but stay here with my maids. Family. What is it about this institution that God favors so much? From the beginning, the family has been the pivotal entity in the developments and advancement of the lineage from which the Messiah would come. Here in this passage from Ruth, we see Boaz taking the proper steps to become the kinsman, redeemer for his relatives. Elimelech, the culturally responsible action at that time, but it had one curious side effect. By doing this, Ruth and a Moabite would then be in the lineage of Jesus. And it is the lineage of Jesus, The stigma of the Moabite veritably goes all the way back to Lot's indecent relations with his daughters. After they fled the destructions of Sodom. Of course, Boaz did not know Jesus would be born through his family. He was just trying to do the responsible thing. So, this author is telling us what he one time heard from Dr. Francis de Lauder, a New Orleans Baptist theological from a Baptist theological seminary. Gave a possible theme for the book of Ruth as the making of the Moabites into the great grandmother of David. But how exactly does that work? How is it possible that a descendant of Moab found her way into the lineage of Jesus Christ? To help me explain, I will refer to the term Beatitudes. In the 6th chapter of Matthew, Jesus gives the Sermon on the Mount, part of which are the Beatitudes. In the 1st chapter of Matthew, we see a lengthy chronicling of people who begat other people and so on, which I call the Beatitudes with a G instead of B-E-A, Beatitudes. It's Beatitudes. In that list we see, other than a member of the shunned Moabites, a murderer and adulterer. Now, how can that be? This is God's universe, and He can do just whatever He wishes. The Beatitudes show me that I do not have to be tall or handsome to be useful in the kingdom. I do not have to be smart or talented to be useful for God. I don't even have to be any of the things we customarily associated with being productive kingdom servants. But I do have to be obedient. This opens the door wide for anyone who wishes to serve and honor God with their lives and their industry. I do not have to measure up to nor compete with the tall, smart, talented, attractive crew. I can serve Him just as I am, as long as I am obedient. A short story with a very wonderful things to think about. And it's so true. It's not about tall or smart, or it's about how you want to give your life to Christ and to let Him use you. Blessings to all of you, my dear ones. This is your Pastor Yeti. Bye.